Too. Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Collectors Lounge International. Collectors Lounge International. I'm throwing up the diamond like, yo, this is Hove, and it's not. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just doing this because it's like a unified thing.
It's the Rock.
Dallas Page.
It's the Rock.
Diamond Dallas Page. That's where it was originated. I don't care what nobody say. Diamond Dallas Page. I'm gonna always do that because, like I said, Diamond Dallas started it first. He was my guy, Diamond Dallas. So definitely, man. But welcome everybody for being here, man. It's gonna be a great show. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. It's hot in certain areas. Over there, you know, we had Ben and Rich talking about how hot it was, and then we have my man Shane over there in his part of the world, embracing the heat. You know what I mean? And I was going through Shane's his like some of his photos and stuff, and I try to go through just like I'm like, if I need a good fashion sense, let me just go through and just scroll through and start looking at Shane's shit. And I'm like, yo, this man's he's like a straight up athletic dude, and I'm like, there's no way I'm standing next to him if I meet him in person. There's no fucking way I'm going through that, man. So anyway, we're going to get to that, and of course we got Killer Cam here as well. So great to have everybody here, man. It's going to be a great show. So glad that you guys are here with us, man. Good week, and we're going to talk about that. So definitely, man, let's kind of go in. Let me just bring everybody here with us. We got this incredible panel. What's going on with you guys, man? How y'all doing?
What is going on?
Good, man.
Melting.
Good.
Melting. Yeah, I see that you look like you're uncomfortable a bit, Ben, but you wear the heat.
Imagine like when you guys all feel heat. Imagine wearing a layer of flab on top of your body.
Bro,
that's how I feel.
Man.
And it's
man.
And you're growing back the hair as well. You're growing back the dome,
man.
so it's like
I'm not used to this, and I've got a sweaty chin. But I'm representing Hawaii today. I've gone really international, and I'm representing. So aloha to all my.
Well, you look smooth as shit though. That's what I'm saying. Like you say, what you look. So there you go. Give him the point. Give him the point and the eyebrow. There you go, bro. You already got that, man. Thank you for being here, Ben. As always, bro. Rich, what's going on with you, man?
My brother, I'm good, thank you. Had a great week and lovely time with my family this weekend as well. It's just been lovely. So getting back in the swing of things, working hard, selling hard, doing my thing, and just trying to pick up deals where I can as well. As Shane calls me, the Del Boy of the 6 scale community, which it will be a reference that not many people will get in the US, but it's pretty accurate on top of my normal job, which is brilliant. So all's good. Thank you very much.
So when I come there, right? When I get there, y'all got to teach me some shit. Like literally, y'all got to teach me some shit so I can bring it back here, and I'll be a straight poser over here, bro. But just teach me some shit. You already know I'm ready for it.
Because you can. Those Del Boy jackets.
Hell yeah!
Imagine wearing one of them right now.
Yeah,
right. Jesus.
Too heavy.
Yeah,
straight up, man. We got Killer Cam in the building. Cam, what's going on with you, brother?
Good, man.
How you doing, man?
Another beautiful Sunday. It is bright as hell outside right now, as you can tell.
I can tell, bro.
I am glaring.
Because you are glaring and glowing.
This is my natural pigment. Everybody out there actually faking it this whole time, thinking I was a lot more darker than this. But no, this is it right here. I'm in my prime.
Hey, but listen. You do got like a kind of a Twilight diamond shell right now. When
It's
that
a glow.
sun,
I'm a vampire, actually, guys. You found out. This is it. So
He's a Twilight boy. He's a vampire. Sorry.
It's all right, mate. You'll be Batman in a couple of years.
Exactly. There you go.
The future's looking good for me. So it's like, all right, well.
There you go. You got to start some
evolution.
Evolve. That's what it's talking about, man. And last but not least, we got the one and only 16-figure focus in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
It's hot. It is hot. Yeah, it's fine when you're out at a barbecue and you're enjoying yourself, like. But if you're just sitting around the house, it's like it's like a sauna.
Yeah,
we don't have AC. But like
bro,
it's still nice. It's nice outside.
What I like about being down here in the basement is the simple fact that the room temperature is always the same. Like right now, it's like a good, I'd say it's like Cam. I would say it's like 53 degrees down here, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense. My room used to be in my parents' basement, and like in the winter though, it's unforgiving. Okay.
Yeah, in the winter,
if those walls aren't insulated, you might die. You might freeze to death down there. But
in the wintertime, you're gonna see me with like 2 sweatshirts, a beanie, a turtleneck under that probably sometimes, man, because it gets cold. But the figures stay preserved. That's the good thing. It's room temperature for the figures. I don't have to worry about any peeling, except for that Wanda, basically that Age of Ultron Wanda, her jacket. It peels no matter what the temperature is. So
such a great look as well, man. Such a shame.
Yeah. I definitely got to get a new jacket from it. Anybody out there, if you know where I can find just the jacket, I don't need the entire figure, but I just need the jacket for her. Let me know, man, and so I can pick that up. All right, before we actually go on, let me address the chat real quick, man. We got William Owens, Renz Talentino, Calvin Renz Talent motherfucking Tino, the genius. I cannot wait to get that 10 Ursa. Bro, that thing is amazing, man. Thank you for that, brother. Like, I cannot wait to get that piece. It looks incredible. He finished it this weekend, and it's nice. It's so dope. Calvin Williams, Mike Rodriguez in the building. Windman 42. We got Tully. Den's Armory is in the building. Blitz 0065. Damon Zapp is in the building. Pure Stewards, Real Limes. H Green, Commander Green is in the building. H Green, you got something coming your way, brother. You're gonna be excited about it. Malika Mabane, who else we got? Insane One. We got More Worship in the building. Chewy's Bandolier is in the building. I love that name. We got the Insane One. Thalia Myers, PT Works is in the building. AJ Agrusa Tully. We got the Empire Strikes Again. Damon Zappa said that. Shiny. Who else we got? Feezy Figures is in the building. Jan Michael Jameer is in the building. Tyree is in the building. Who else we got? Eric Patterson. Man, who else is here with us? Peter Pacheco. Zach Azim is in the building. Vibes. Who else we got here? Darth Drez in the building. Trevor Weed. Squad leaders in the building. Jonathan King. Who else we got? Man, we got Focus out there. Let's see who else we got. Man, K Carter 215. Rich is out there. Who else we got? Man, quite a few. We got quite a few people actually coming in here as well. We got Talia Myers is in the building. Zach Azim, and I think we've actually hit everybody. And because of everybody out there, you guys, everybody who have been supporting the channel from day one, A1, and all the new subscribers, we have officially hit 3,000 subscribers on the channels. We did it. The 16 Scale Man YouTube channel has officially hit 3,000 subscribers. So I am super duper happy about that. It is a good day, a good Sunday, a nice sunny day outside. So I'm so happy. We did it. So yes, man, I appreciate it.
Holy hell!
I appreciate that from everybody out there, from me to you, and then us to you, man. Like I said, it's been a great day, man. As you can see, it's the 16 Scale Man logo. This is actually a new logo just revealed today by my man Nick Collectibles, man. He killing it. He's killing the game right now with those logos, and he knows what I like. He asked me, say, "Lo, yo, do you have any ideas or what?" I say, "Bro, you know me. You just go for what you have full creative control." And this is what he came up with. And I was like, see what I'm talking about? That's what I mean. My man. So definitely love that logo, Nick. Thank you so much for that, bro. But yes, man, everybody out there, thank you so much for everything that you've actually done for the channel and everything that's, it's continuing to grow. It's getting there. It's getting bigger every day. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, for making this channel definitely what it is. I definitely appreciate you guys. And yeah, we're just going to keep that ball rolling. Again, it's been an incredible week for everybody. It definitely has been pretty much there. And I also wanted to make another announcement. I kind of made this announcement yesterday, but I wanted to kind of talk about it today. And I did this last night. So basically, like every year around the holiday season, I try to come up with a fundraiser, something that I can actually dedicate towards, just those that are actually less fortunate. Those who, basically, again, we're running into a holiday season where, people they're not as fortunate as we are, to have certain things, to be a part of, again, to celebrate, to have things that they want, or, what I mean, just to be a part of something special. And I just took it upon myself to say, okay, cool. Like I know every year, pretty much, I donate towards like cancer research, like Children's Hospital and stuff like that. I'll donate a couple figures for free, just to put it in hand. But this year I want to do something special. I'm still going to do that, but I want to do something special, especially for Halloween, because we really don't talk about it. Halloween doesn't get enough love, man. We need to give Halloween some love. It does not get enough love. I mean, because I remember, like, for me, it was just one of those situations where, again, I wanted to actually, when I was young and I was fortunate enough to have costumes and stuff like that, my mother would always, she worked hard to make sure that her kids had things, and that we weren't left out in the cold. And oh man, thank you so much. We got an incredible super chat by my man, Jonathan King, man. Thank you so much for that, bro. We appreciate that. Here's for the charity. Also, congrats on hitting 3K. Jonathan, thank you so much, man, because this is basically what it's going to go to. It's going towards that charity. So basically what we did, and I was talking to Toya about this, man, we are, because there's a women's shelter here. Okay. So it's a women's shelter with, her and with them and the kids. So basically we're going to actually donate to that particular shelter, because what happens is even once they let them out, and they're on their own, and they actually set them up with like a, certain living situation. Sometimes still they're struggling. Yeah. So all proceeds are going to actually go towards that shelter and for kids, who don't or can't afford costumes. Mm-hmm. So how I'm going to do this is every donation will have a name, and it'll have everybody's name out there who have donated. That name is going to get put on a card, and then once we donate, we'll have the recipient sign that name under that person's name as if, to say thank you for the donation and stuff like that. So strictly where it's going. So every donation will have a name. We're going to actually put together, me and Toya are putting that together now. So to have your name listed on it, so it's definitely going towards a good cause. We'll take photos with the kids if we can, or I'm going to see if we can. Now, here's the thing though, because this is a shelter, so certain things are private. You know what I mean? They don't like to really have everything like that, really out in the open, but at least it's going towards a good cause. And we'll get with the shelter, and I have a meeting with them, I think Tuesday, where we'll actually sit down and talk about it in the stipulations, but that's what it's going to go to. So starting now, and going towards mid-October, you will be taking donations, and those donations will definitely go towards the women's shelter and helping those kids have costumes so they can actually celebrate Halloween and just the festivities, and just be able to basically just join in and not feel left out. And that's the thing, is like, I know as a kid there's been some kids that friends that I know that felt left out, and you don't want them to feel that way. I never want a kid to ever go without, because I know my mother never let us go without. So I want to basically pass that on. So yes, it is basically going to it's actually called the Halloween Initiative. That's what it is. And that's just mainly towards kids that are less fortunate, unable to purchase costumes. We're going to help them get it. So definitely wanted to make that announcement. More information coming soon. You'll actually see. I think I'm creating everything now, kind of formulating, and I'll probably have the logo up either tomorrow night on Comic Book Talk with Friends or on Say What on Wednesday. So definitely wanted to put that out there. Thanks everybody for participating and being a part of it. Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah. Because it's like we think about when we think about holidays, we always think about like, of course, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but it's like, dag, man, you know, like being inclusive with other kids, you know, it could be something like huge, you know, that they think about later on as they grow up too. So I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. And it's again, you know, I remember like seeing kids. Well, for me, I was a creative kid anyway. So sometimes I didn't even want my mom going out buying costumes. I would actually create my own because I know what it was. And I hate it because I come from an area when I was little, bro. We used to get those costumes with the plastic mask that you put on with the rubber band around it. I was like, man, I hate that thing because
that break and it hurts your nose.
And it hurts your nose, bro. And then it snap. You got that ring around your hair. I was like, man, I hated that. And then that plastic suit when you walk in, it's like, and then I had a Superman one, right? So when I was young, there was like a situation where kids who actually had Superman costumes were going on roofs jumping off and they were dying. So my mom was like, you better not take your ass.
Like you don't do all that to you.
Like, it's like you are not doing that. Y'all. It's just that's the thing. But that's how much people were basically involved in Superman.
That's
so
crazy. Wow.
Again, and that was my first costume. It was a Superman costume. So man, straight up, man.
You know what? Like Halloween is like for me. It's such an important like, time of my calendar. But like, I honestly think for kids, like, there's nothing else like it. You know, it's like that one day of the year where they can truly be anything that they want to be.
Yeah.
You know, and they can express themselves in ways that they might not be able to do all year round, you know, at school and stuff like that. And and as you say, you know, creative children, you know, this is a season that kind of brings that creativity out of people and stuff. So I think that's a great thing you're doing, Leia. So you've got my full support for that, mate.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Like, definitely. You know, so I just wanted to do something. Again, it's always kid focused, you know, pun intended. So focus is always a pun. And
I know.
When you say focus, like if you say
it's hard
focus
to
on
not
the show,
say it.
It's literally
every show you can't not say it. It's
you can't, bro. Like focus is always going to be in that conversation. Like we have to focus on this or focus on that. So I think
that's why the algorithm loves him, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like he did that shit on purpose because he knew that the algorithm
most would spoken word on internet.
Exactly. Focus.
I'm gonna do it, and then boom.
I see what you did, bro. That's the secret.
I've been outed. Bye.
Hey, it is what it is. We got a new channel member as well, man. We got Agent Silver Fox, my guy, man. Thank you for being here, bro, and becoming a new member of the channel, man. I do thank you very much for that. But yeah, man, again, more information on that is going to be out. Like I said, Toya is working diligently behind the scenes on that. So thank her for that. We actually sat down and had the conversation last night. And yeah, it's going to be a good thing coming. So I definitely appreciate that. So definitely, my guy, that super chat, Jonathan, will go towards that, man. So I appreciate that. And I'll make sure that we get signed, everything to it. So that actually goes towards it, just to let you know. So any super chat that we get on right now, going forward, will go towards that cause. So just to let you know. So yeah, man, I'm definitely excited about that. But I'm gonna tell you what else I'm excited about. That I was really, really excited about a few days ago. Cam, we talked about this. We've been talking about this behind the scenes, man. And I was really excited about this figure, bro. I was so excited about this figure. One is because when it released the first time, I missed out because once it was released, it went quick, and I missed out on this figure. I was able to get the T'Chaka version of it with the Kente cloth, with the tribal cloth and everything on it. But I was like, I wanted to actually have this suit, and for them to dip back in the well and give us an updated version of this particular suit, you know, with the spear, with the ritual shield itself. Anybody who knows about the shield itself, you know, it is a sign of leadership, and there is rank within those particular shields. Also, when the carrier passes away or they move on, if after a battle fought, that shield is actually buried with them to ward off evil, and give them safe passage as well. So it is a sign of royalty, and it also can be passed down to family members and stuff like that. So again, that right there, the detail in that is incredible. So I love that aspect of it. But to see this, and on top of that, to know that with this particular figure, you are getting a Chadwick Boseman head sculpt, it was simply amazing. I couldn't say anything else about it, man. This one for me, I know we don't pre-order. I know we say that we don't, but this was a day one for me. I just have to say it. It was.
There's been a lot of pre-orders going on now, I think.
I know, bro.
I think the culture's slightly changed.
Yeah, I think it is.
It has. Yeah.
It definitely has, man. And this one, it was just a no-brainer for me. I had to actually get it. And I ordered it through. So I pre-ordered it through Sideshow. Yeah. See, here's the thing, bro. I still ain't got my damn clones yet. But I just did it because it was just safe. And again, if there's ever a problem with it, I know I can actually get a replacement. I'm still butthurt. I'm real butthurt about those clones right now. But again, seeing this, kind of just, helped me get over it. Cam, what did you feel about it when it dropped, man? Like, what was your thoughts about this?
Man,
bro?
I was so excited, bro. Like, I was almost emotional when I saw this figure drop, because in my head it was a huge possibility, at the end of the day, but I never really thought it would actually happen, especially with the new with the Black Panther head sculpt being added to it, and then with it being kind of like a 2.0 version where aesthetically it's a little bit more lenient as far as like the joints and the parts being to move around. So and then it came with extra accessories too. So for me, I was like, if y'all are cooking up something and then y'all are planning on dropping the I guess the 2.0 suit with the nanotech necklace, I'm gonna cry like a little baby, I guarantee, because that was my very first figure I had,
bro.
And because of during COVID and things got a little rough, I had to sell that off. So for me, I'm like, to get another shot at that is just it's amazing. It's crazy. And the crazy part about it is that like so many people I know, when I had the figure, were like, oh man, how much you want for the figure? Just they're not even collectors, right? But just because of what this character and this person represented, they want this figure in their collection. They might even collect these figures at all, but they just want this one off on its own. So I was like shooting the photos to people, and they're like, oh my God, I gotta get it. So it's like, oh man, it's crazy how not just this character, but the actor alone, represents so much for people all over the world and stuff. So
definitely, man. Definitely. And here's the thing is it's really special for me is because this was the very first video that I shot on the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. When I started my channel, this is the first figure that I reviewed.
It was mine too.
The very first figure that I reviewed. I mean, and it wasn't, and now mind you, it was the standalone version, not this suit, because I didn't have it. But the character was the first figure that I actually reviewed. So of course it was definitely special for me once this basically released. It was something like I definitely could not pass up on, and I'm so glad that they decided to re-release it. I'm really ecstatic, and I was like, let me just go ahead and pre-order this. It's a no-brainer, and I did it. Shane, what you think about this piece, man?
Hello. Sorry, I just had to step down there for a minute or two. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know who this is. Could you maybe zoom in a bit? I just never heard of him, man. Just gonna stay in my lane, man. It's probably from a Marvel TV show anyway, so it's like, never heard of him. Holy shoot.
Oh wow.
What's up, man? Oh wow. Agent Silver Fox, are you for real, bro?
Whoa, bloody hell.
Amazing.
Oh man, Agent Silver Fox, bro. I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Awesome. Definitely that right there is special. And yes, in a big way, in a huge way, this will basically go up. I will make sure that your name is put on that card, because not that right there is going to go to a lot of kids. You know what I mean? That's going to go towards helping out a lot of kids, and your name will be flashed around on so many different, because we'll divide it up how the costumes, the cost of it. So your name is going to go on a couple of different cards, man. Shout out to you for that, man. Definitely. I do appreciate that. And it's going to be such a great cause, man. That's amazing. Thank you very much for that, man. Definitely.
Well, when you sign those cards, make sure that's Mr. Agent Silver Fox.
Mr. Agent Silver Fox. That's exactly what we're going to do, man. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you so much for that. But there you go.
A huge generosity there. That's pretty amazing. Like.
That's extremely generous, man. We appreciate that. I do, man. So much. Yeah, go ahead, Shane. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, you're all right, man. I was only talking crap anyway. Look. There are 4 figures I've ever sold because I anticipated better versions, or not necessarily better versions, but versions that suit my collection. The DX02 is gone. The DX19 is here. The original Heath Ledger is gone. In art's on the way. The Batman Begins suit from The Dark Knight is gone. And they've re-released the First Night Out one where you have the option for the First Night Out or the traditional Batman Begins suits. Just waiting to see if they fix those pegs. And the 4th figure I sold was actually Black Panther because I was never 100% sold on the original head sculpt. Yeah. I don't think it was a bad head sculpt, but I just thought they could do better. And I was thinking they might do an end game version. And the price had started to creep up, and it was getting to around $300 and $400. I knew I was getting DTOFs. I hadn't bought the DTOFs at the time, and I measured I really like the purple black light effect when you turn on the lights and he glows kind of purple as if it's a kinetic energy.
Yeah.
It's just, it was so big. I measured it. I was like, this isn't going to fit in the DTOF. So like this, I have all this extra stuff and I'm not going to use it. And I was like, they'll probably do an endgame version. And this is before he passed. Yeah. And the price had started to go up $300-400 around that mark because it had been long wait listed. And I decided, right, I'm going to sell it. And maybe they'll do a better version in the future. Then he passed away. And then T-Dubs did their real shady stuff. The next day, like that, it was $800 or something like that. eBay went crazy. And I was like, right, I'm not doing that. So I just parked it for about 6 months and eventually sold it for about $400. You know, I could have sold it for $600, $700, $800, $9, but I just think that's basically wrong, to be honest. I think it's the same as people who go to these, you get a concert, you get these people who go and they buy the maximum amount of concert tickets, like for whoever's popular.
The scalpers,
exactly. And then they're not music fans, and their whole point is to basically make money off people who want to go see this by, someone could be paying to, I don't know, I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan. I really hope that's clear. But like someone's kids might really want to see Ed Sheeran. And someone could be working minimum wage and saving and scrimping and saving to buy a ticket for their son or daughter to go see that concert. And then the scalpers have them, and it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I passed that on, and in the hope that there'll be a better version. I do think it's better. I think the head sculpt's actually the same. I could be wrong, but I think the paint apps are better. I like the way it comes with that shield and the mask, even though it's not actually screen accurate. He never really uses the screen, that particular mask and that particular shield with the suit. But it's still, I don't know, I think it would still look really cool displayed like that. I'm going to pick this up. Like, what do you say? It's Chadwick Boseman. It's Black Panther. It's a kind of a groundbreaking film culturally. Like, it has all the action scenes. The suit design is fantastic. It's an improved, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of something that I've been looking forward to for a while. So yeah, I'm getting this.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, and that's the thing, is like, because we were talking about, I was like, well, damn, we knew that they're gonna, well, eventually, whenever they decide to do it, that What If figure is going to be dropping soon. If they decide to reveal that, the animated version. But I had no idea that this was cooking in the background. And again, it was crazy because Disney Plus had just released the trailer for Wakanda Forever, and when he did it, that's when Sean hit me up. Cam, we were talking about it, and I'm like, yo, that could not have come at a better time. Right. And even when you look at this figure and the strength and the updates on it, it was just like, wow, like, this is unbelievable, man. Like, it was just amazing, and I was so happy to actually see that. Rich, what you think about this piece, man?
Okay, for me, there are a few things in pop culture within the comic book realm that are truly iconic. This character, this actor is right up there.
Yeah.
For me personally, I have been affected by Chadwick Boseman's story because I've also been affected.
Yes.
And when he passed, so Robin Williams, David Bowie, and Chadwick Boseman are the three passings of celebrities that truly floored me.
Yeah.
And Chadwick passing, the way he dealt with cancer throughout. Literally, he had cancer during Black Panther and all just everything what he did and the work he put into the communities and everything. There's some beautiful videos I've seen of him treating fans with so much respect. Incredible actor, and I was going to step out of Marvel for a while. I was just purely going to focus on DC just to kind of fill all the gaps and everything. But for me, this suit is my favorite suit from Black Panther anyway.
Yeah, mine too.
It's the Civil War one. It's the one from obviously the beginning of Black Panther. He looks hefty. He looks amazing. I thought the nano suit was a bit too CGI/skinny. And I didn't think he looked as heroic as he did when he first was in Civil War. This is just purely beautiful, and I am so happy that they are releasing this. It is a massive improvement. That head sculpt looks like the prototype one that they announced first time around. I'm just really excited by it. I think people will look to probably kit bash, maybe using the helmet, like you said, the tribal helmet and the shield, and maybe have a T'Challa, his shirt off when he was fighting Killmonger by the waterfall and stuff. Maybe he was used because that's where he wore it then. And I think it's just amazing. This is a fantastic release, and I'm so happy for the community as a whole that we're able to get this iconic piece of pop culture. I'm just so happy, man. I'm going to get two, not because I'm going to buy one and sell the other one or whatever. I'm literally going to have two because one of them is going to be displayed without the head sculpt,
and one with the suit.
It's got to be done, man. It's just amazing. This is the advancements that are happening more and more within Hot Toys. Obviously, they've had to for certain companies, obviously stepping up their game. But seeing this is just wonderful to see, and I'm really happy, as you probably tell. So I am back in.
Hell
again.
Hell yeah,
so
bro!
It's great, man. So really happy.
Yeah, man.
Telling people you're getting out of Marvel is a bit like running away from home. We all know you'll be back.
Yeah, that is true. You run away to your neighbor's crib, and you know what? That's it. Like, you just run away next door and be like,
you go over there to DC for a while. You come back.
Hell yeah. Cam, you be like, yeah, my mom got them Cheetos though. Cheetos and everything. My Fruit Loops is over there. My Captain Crunch. Damn, my clothes are still there. I can't leave. I'll just go for the night. Straight up. That's just how it is, man. And you just come back like straight up. But yeah, Ben, what you think about this, man?
Well, I think there's another donation you might want to address as well.
Oh, real? Let me check it out because I'm behind the scenes. I'm just looking at it. What else did we get? Oh,
you might want to cast your eye over that, my friend.
What? Renz Talentino, my man, all day, every day, received a lot of blessings this month. I want to also help on the charity, man. Thank you so much, Renz. And yes, your name, let me write it down. Renz, you're just a blessing in general, man. Like, so definitely everything that you've done towards the community. And like I said, this is the book. I'm writing all of them down, just keeping it. Everything is going to actually go on a spreadsheet as well. So I have all the names of everybody who's been donating. Renz, you are going on there real quick, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That is definitely going down. So yes, Project Halloween. It is the Halloween initiative that is going down. Also, Ben, I'm just letting the cat out the bag. Ben's going to actually get with me with a couple more ideas. So we're going to talk about this after the show. So I definitely can't wait.
It might be a rubbish idea. Don't drop me in it like that. Like,
no, I'm putting you in there. It's not a rubbish idea. No, too late.
I'll put it to you. I think you'll like it.
Too late. You already said something. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, yeah. So I definitely can't wait to do that. But yeah, Ben. I mean, Renz, thank you so much for that generous donation, man. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, Ben, what were you saying, man?
So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much echoing everything that everyone else has sort of touched upon. Like Cam said, it's almost well, it's not almost, like it is an emotional release, and you know, Rich sort of touched upon it there. You know, I think that the impact that Chadwick had on so many people, you know, it just, that film transcended like so many different cultures. It was truly an unbelievable achievement, and this figure, I think, represents, for me, represents the character of Black Panther the best. As Rich said, you know, he's kind of, his stance is a little bit more heroic in this. Like I like those like Brock Lesnar shoulders that he has like in this costume. Bit more kind of beefy, and yeah, like I'm similar. That I was at a point. Look, that Toby release came out, and I was like, wow, it's amazing. The head sculpt's perfect. And then I looked at the price, and I went, that's it. I'm not getting Hot Toys Marvel. I can't do it. I can't justify that. And then with the release of this and that stealth cap, I'm just like, okay, maybe. Maybe we might have to rethink things. Yeah, and what a way to kind of, what they're doing as well is like, for new collectors like myself, a year and a half, 2 years in, they're touching on they're playing all the classics, you know. And so it's like you can kind of start your collection now, and you can get those iconic kind of pillars of the Marvel universe. Your Cap, your Iron Man, your Black Panther, you know, and get those kind of 2.0 versions that are better figures, and it's exciting. It's exciting to kind of be on that journey from the start, you know. And like I do get the frustration from, I think I get it more for people that like paid like £600 like 2 months ago, you know. Like I do, my heart does go out for people that have like just dropped dollar on it, and then this comes out. But for people that got it when it first came out, I don't really have that much sympathy for, because it's like, well, this is a completely different figure. This is like different in so many ways, and it's elevated in so many ways that, you know, just kind of, you could still sell your Panther figures now for at least retail, you know, if not more. So I think this should be something that we celebrate, you know, the reissue situation, and it's exciting, and like what an impact. And I love the idea of like being able to kit bash a kind of ceremonial you know, T'Challa, and have that option there. You know, you're potentially kind of getting 1.5 figures out of this because of those accessories.
You are.
So that's exciting.
It definitely is, man. And again, I mean, with the enhancements, we see, I mean, you know, what they're showing like more musculature in the actual suit itself, toe articulation, because I'm guessing people who had the first version, it didn't have as much toe articulation. So now you get that with this piece. So it's definitely exciting. Enhancement.
I want to buy a tree. I want to buy a 1/6 scale tree that fits in my detail, and have him like sat on the tree, you know, on the tree. When
bro, that would be incredible. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like any diorama, anything with actually Chadwick, bro. I mean, shout out. This thing it looks simply amazing. So I'm so happy about it.
That photo on the left, man. That photo is just so good.
Yeah, it is.
So good. That pose, it's just so good. I love it.
Yeah. It is, and it's so amazing looking, man. It's such a beauty. Let me address some of these super chats real quick, though, man, because we had a ton of them flow in while we were talking. Man. We got Louis Labitz that I wrote down with the 1999 super chat, man. Thank you so much for that, bro. I do appreciate that, man. That is definitely going to go. I wrote your name down here. We have the $5 super chat by Blurred Dad. Man, definitely your name is written down here too. That's going to go towards a great call. Then we have a $50 super chat by S Beam. Thank you so much, man. Definitely that's going to go towards, I always echo his name. I don't know why I do that. You got to do it like S Beam. You know what I mean? So, you know, definitely, man, thank you for that. And then we also have a $6.99 super chat by Chewy's Bandolier. That's definitely going to go towards I'm writing that down here as well. So I'm gonna be writing. I got to get like another book, because now, mind you, I'm just writing them down off the fly. But a lot of this is going to go on a spreadsheet, so we have that there, and then translate it to the cards once we give them away. And your name's going to be there to know it's going towards a good cause, and that you were the one that actually donated. So definitely thank you for that. So yeah, we do kink, and they're flowing through. So definitely, I want you to know. I want to try to see if I can actually print out receipts. Right. So people can add a receipt and track it. Well, but thank you so much for that. Wonderful everybody. If you've been so great with this, man. But I do appreciate that. But yeah, I consensus so far with this figure, man, like, yes, it's been great. It's been a welcome release. I haven't seen anybody, not one negative comment. If there are, I haven't, it's because I'm not looking for them. But you have to say that this is, but Shane, you touched on something earlier that I was like, yep, I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because that's bullshit. I remember when Chadwick passed away and T-Dubs released it, they put out the figure and they updated it. They charged a humongous amount for that. And I'm like, yo, really? So you trying to cash in off a man's death? That is a fucking tragedy, man. And I hated that, bro. Luckily I didn't walk. They were so lucky that I didn't just say, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm walking away from it, period. I won't, basically, because that was some fuck all shit. You know what I mean? Because even now, I think they just recently put the figure out again.
236.
Yeah, they marked it down, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was pre-owned. That one.
Yeah, was it a pre-owned one?
Yeah, it was like a pre-owned one, I think.
Okay, so again, they're showing your hands, but at the same time, come on, man, I'll try to just capitalize off the shit, because that was fucking stupid. Like, that was literally, it's one thing that if you have the figure, it just sells off the shelf because people want it. That just shows that people want it. That's one thing. That's what happened to me when I was actually going after the New Hope Leia. It was on Sideshow. When she passed, it went quick. I couldn't get my hands on it, and I was like, damn. But again, that was kind of effed up. And so Shane, I'm glad you called that out, because
that
again,
was the most shadiest thing they've ever done.
And that was shady.
They released an apology the next day.
Yeah,
it was like I think it was probably just because they had pressure from the collecting community.
Hell yeah, they did.
Then,
they had.
I remember sitting at that time, like, because like I had decided that I was going to sell the figure on, like, and the market value was around $400 because it had started creeping up, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing this now. I sold it eventually for $400, but on eBay, I checked on eBay, it was like £600, £700. It went insane, but it was just because they weren't the only one doing it. I think people got slated in buy-sell trade groups as well, trying to scalp basically the figure, I suppose.
Yeah, they got scorned.
Yeah. Like my where I stand on this, like, if someone's selling their figure, it's theirs, they can choose whatever price, but it was definitely like someone's just passed away,
straight up.
Yeah, let's capitalize on that shit. And that's exactly what they did. And that was trifling. That was literally trifling, and I hated that. So yeah, know what you're doing, people, because like I said, you'll get called out on it, especially a lot of these resellers. We have here a $4.99 super chat by Obi Dave Kenobi for the younglings. Yo, I like that, bro. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put that on the card for the younglings, bro. Yeah, we go.
I don't know, man. That's $5. That could be cursed, man.
Right?
For the younglings, as he ignites his lightsaber, like
exactly, bro.
Dark side Anakin's.
I might put on for Sith users only on that card, so they know, look, you got to purchase a Star Wars Sith figure or a Stormtrooper. Don't try to get anything else with this. You might have bad luck. Exactly. But yeah, definitely a figure that I will be getting, that I already pre-ordered. And yeah, I can't wait to see it. Now, another figure that was actually released this week, there was a few other ones. I know that some people were simply excited about that. They released them. Like, this was like a release over in Hong Kong, that the exclusives updated, and they just actually put out these photos and released them. We have the stealth suit Cap, and the photos look good. Like, these photos actually look good. I am not going to lie. It looks really, really, really good. And it's I can't say anything else about it. It wasn't, again, for me, it's not a suit that I necessarily needed. But I'm happy for everybody else who got it and who are getting it. So it's definitely a good looking suit. And that head sculpt looks amazing, bro. Like it does.
Yeah,
It looks.
It does.
It looks. You cannot. Here's the thing: it's like polar opposite of what we got from Bucky, bro. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see this, and then you look at that Bucky film. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, like definitely a decent piece. Rich, I know you were excited about this, right?
So excited about this. So for those who don't know, didn't see me on Visions, I got scammed out of somebody. I was trying to buy the stealth suit around Endgame time because I wanted to recreate this look for Endgame.
Yeah.
And I actually went out of I actually retired from collecting for a year because I got screwed out of so much money. And so for me, seeing this is amazing. I'm so excited. Cap's one of my favorites anyway. I love this look of Cap, especially in Endgame. His hair's slightly longer at the beginning of Endgame because obviously he literally just shaved off his beard, and then he'd gone out to the garden.
That's
to go
dope. I didn't see this.
Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't
it? Right.
Yeah, that looks really cool. So I'm really happy about this look. I think it's disappointing that obviously we're gonna have to wait for a while because it's just Shanghai for a while until it appears on Sideshow, hopefully. They did the same with Scarlet Spidey. They did the same with Marty McFly, where they were like, it's exclusive in Hong Kong or for this new shop, and then 2 or 3 months later then appear on Sideshow. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will appear in Sideshow because I will 100% be getting this. I love the strap suit. I think it looks amazing. Obviously, Winter Soldier, but also obviously that's one from the leap of him taking him on from that pose is awesome. Really one of the best moments ever. But obviously for Endgame as well, it's a great look. It looks fantastic. The innovation of the suit, the musculature, everything is absolutely spot on. Would be nice to see the hair a bit longer at the back because that's what he's like in Endgame on that scene. But I'm really happy the fact that as well they've got the gauntlet that's hollowed out because in that scene that's obviously when he got his hand chopped off, Thanos, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now, let me ask you a question, Rich. What do you think about the shield? The simple fact that it's not the stealth shield that we actually got from the original figure. You okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is for Endgame. It just so happens it's the same suit that he wore in Winter Soldier. He didn't have his shield at this point at the beginning of Endgame, obviously. Yeah. But I think if he didn't have the shield, people would be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I need me a shield. So it's nice to have in the box. It's nice to have in the box, but you just get a die-cast stealth one, and then you like the party one, and you have that in your Winter Soldier.
Yeah, true. Definitely true, man.
It doesn't hurt that it's out. They maybe could have included another one, but I'm just happy with it. It's just awesome. I just really hope that they do release it in the US and here in the UK, because they are going for stupid amounts of money right now on T-dubs.
Yeah,
they're looking for $500 each. For
they are, bro.
Insane.
They definitely are, man.
For this one,
yes.
For this one, it's insane amounts, bro.
I'm out.
I'm out.
straight up, like straight up.
Yeah. It's just them. They're just charging whatever the hell they can to get those people scared that it's not going to be released in the US, and then just spending silly money. I've seen loads of people in the groups saying, "Oh yeah, I've just got this from T-dubs," and I'm like, "Can you just wait for a couple of months?"
I wonder.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Rich. I wonder if it's the exact same people who were like, "Hey, T-dubs last week."
Oh yeah. They're ever so finicky, but yeah. So it's just like So for me, 100%. When this becomes available at a reasonable retail price, I will buy it.
Yeah,
but I won't pay a silly amount.
Definitely. Before we move on, real quick, I'm gonna actually address these super chats. We got a $1.99 super chat from Mr. Holbrook. Has stealth suit Cap come available for PO yet? Not through Sideshow yet. Over in Hong Kong, basically it was a limited edition size for that, so I think they sold out. So again, hopefully it hit Sideshow. We'll actually see. Then we have my man Nick's Collectible with the amazing graphic that he got me for the new logo. Congrats on the 3K layout. Here's a few bucks for the younglings. Definitely, man. Let's continue with the younglings.
You called the younglings.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I did actually put that younglings is going to trend.
Right.
So yeah, definitely just put that down. Rich, you touched on
comment. Sorry, Leia. Shiny's comment.
What do you say? What do you say? Hold on.
He said $500. Do they know Chris Evans still alive?
Wow.
Right.
Right.
Yo, definitely, man. Right. That's just basically how it is, bro.
Maybe they've got a sniper the other side of the road, like ready for him. Like,
yeah.
Rich, you said something at the very beginning. I wanted to address this real quick because I think Shane, Visions, was such a brilliant idea. Like literally, it's a brilliant idea for a show because it's more intimate. You can actually have a conversation between, and just watching those shows, even the one that you actually did with Posing with Peter the other day was so dope. You know what I mean? And just because you're dealing with the personality of that particular person, it's just that individual. You know what I mean? It's not like a whole panel of individual. It's more focusing. It's more directed towards that person. You know what I mean?
My channel is now called 1/6 figure directed towards.
right. But nah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, we get a chance to kind of get a glimpse into that person's world. So I definitely love that. Like everybody comes up with so many different, you know, ideas. This whole panel comes up with like some amazing ideas. And that's why I think everybody out there, if you haven't already subscribe to everybody that you basically see here on this panel, all my guys, all my bros, make sure you basically do that. If you haven't already, like Shane hit, you know, 1K a couple weeks ago, his road to 2K. Ben, we need to get him to 1K. Rich is on. We'll get Rich to 1K and Cam to 1K. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to everybody here because they are putting in the work and we're putting that work in for you guys. So make sure you do it. But no, Shane, I know you talked about this figure already, and it was something that you weren't. I don't know. I don't think you said you said you were going to pass on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, still going to pass on it. Yeah. First of all, thanks very much about the kind words about Visions. And Peter he's just an absolute gentleman. He spoke very highly of Collectors Lounge and the panel members as well. So he's a fan. And I know that you said he pretty much has an open invite.
Yes, he does.
So he's a very busy guy, but he said that he'd definitely like to come join us sometime. So
hell yeah.
Figure, like this and the Mark 46, like there's nothing. They look beautiful. Like there's no question they look beautiful. It's the main reason is that I've got Endgame cap up here in front of me, and that's the definitive cap for me. You have Mjolnir. It was a great film. It was the first film that he said Avengers Assemble. His first film, he wielded Mjolnir. He has the normal shield, which is kind of dirtied up, and that I like that. It has the broken shield with all the bits and pieces, and it's just a bloody good figure and a great head sculpt. The few things about this, like I know you could say it's a reissue, you could say it's a 2.0. I would lean towards saying it is a 2.0 because it's not the exact same. We know when the Mark 1 was reissued, they said it's a reissue. They said when the Mark 5 was reissued, it was a reissue. I think the Mark 47 as well, whereas the Mark 3 is a 2.0 and this is a 2.0 and the Mark 1 was a 2.0. It looks good. It looks very, very good. I just don't need any more than one. One thing I'm a little concerned with is that there was the prototype images that were first released on their Instagram when they announced this and the 46 and the Chrome Stormtrooper. The head sculpt looked like the same prototype images for the Endgame cap. But when the Endgame cap was released, they had definitely upped their game. It was a better sculpt. And these blogger photos here, which are different to the original photos, the head sculpt looks better too. So it's like they're using the Endgame actual head sculpt for this, but we're using the prototype Endgame head sculpt for the previous ones. It's very strange. But the kind of issue, say, like, I'm not going to get this anyway, but I'm going to weigh in on the accessories. It was news to me that the stealth suit was in the movie. And I think a lot of people, if we're honest with ourselves, we had to go back and recheck on wait. But it was obviously when he went and found Thanos in the garden. And I know that Cam felt the same because I watched his new during the week on this, and I think you were saying the same thing. It was just a short like clip, and a lot of people didn't really realize that this was in the movie, and I did not. He never had the shield. and he never held the gauntlet unless it's based on some sort of a cutscene. The only thing I can say is that if someone's mad for the stealth suit, now's your chance, and I'm definitely happy for them people. It's a bit strange though the way that they're now taking accessories which are not screen accurate and including them. I think this is their kind of fly under the radar, release the figure again, and now it's not a reissue, it's a 2.0. They're including extra stuff, and we'll get to the Mark 46. But do I think the head sculpt looks good? Yes. Do I think that the portions look good? Yes. Is it improved figure? Yes. Do I think it's a reissue? No. You could say a 2.0 is a type of reissue, but it's more of a 2.0. However, the things they've included never appeared on screen.
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit of a strange one. And I'm sounding like I'm being completely contradictory now, but they still look great. Like a lot of people said they don't like the fact that this stealth suit doesn't come with the stealth shield. I still think this shield pops really well, nicely, whether it's screen accurate or not. There's a pose there, he's holding the gauntlet under his arm and the shield in the other, and it just looks cool. It's kind of like the Black Panther figure where he never in the suit had the mask, the traditional kind of ceremonial mask where he dueled with Michael B. Jordan's character and the shield, but they still look cool together. I'm just wondering how they're going down this. Yeah, it's past for me, but it looks great.
Definitely, man. Really quick, let me actually jump to these super chats real quick. We got Charles Rubble with the $20 super chat, man. Definitely thank you so much for that. This is going to go for a great cause, definitely with your name on it. So definitely I'm writing that down. And then Calvin Williams, my man Calvin Williams with the $100 super chat, man. Thank you so much for this, bro. Again, this is going off, and I'm glad everybody is embracing the idea. So definitely your name goes in as well. And this will be put in. I was told it was here.
Yeah. Just to let you know, you can actually, when you go into YouTube Studio, if you go to monetization, there's a tab there called Super Chats, and it timestamps everyone who gives you super chat, the exact date, the exact time. So you don't even have to write them down. If you
write
don't have
them down,
they would be all there. It's doing it automatically for you.
See, there you go. That's why Focus is here to help keep us focused, man. So I know exactly, man. So I'm just.
And I noticed your $20 super chat the other day. Thank you very much, sir.
You know that, bro. Definitely, I gotta support my bro, support my guy as always.
Two of
man.
us now are basically doing charity drives for the next few months, which is
exactly, bro.
Great.
That's right.
Yeah. Holiday season, so we have to do it. I was going to do a charity drive towards the Blue Milk Fund to help sure that Cam keeps Blue Milk, because we gotta make sure that but real quick, what
the younglings need their milk, everyone.
The younglings definitely need their milk. But here's the thing, I wanted to bring this out real quick. I don't want to do this as a flex. I just want to bring it out here so people can understand. This was my idea of the stealth. When I actually purchased this is what I was going to use, because it was the concept version. In this black suit, this was probably one of the most, this is slept on. And not really, because it sold out and people loved it. But this thing is brilliant. This piece right here is brilliant to have in hand. That even the bot is, I would say that I would actually go on board and say that this is probably one of the best body types that they've done for Cap. I mean, it just looks good, bro. Like it look at like the muscle, like just the texture, everything on that is incredible, man. The head sculpt is incredible. You can use the in-game head sculpt on this if you wanted to, just to give it that feel. But yeah, definitely something that I could not pass up on. I got it, man. I loved it. Definitely loved it.
I absolutely adore that one, Lael. I actually had it for a while, and then I sold it during the COVID period, which I regret. And it's amazing. It's such a fantastic look. It would have been amazing to see him on screen wearing that. I think.
Hell yeah, bro! It would. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this figure on screen.
Secret Wars, boys. There's always Secret Wars.
It's very true. Very true. Yeah.
This is definitely true. Cam, is this something? Was this a figure that, like, is this actually a figure that you're after, man? Like this version that we see on screen?
You're on mute, bro.
You're muted. You're muted.
Holy damn! So I'm over here saying, I'm like, but so yeah, I love the figure. I think aesthetically it looks amazing, and this is a suit of Captain America from the second installment in the trilogy in the MCU that I wasn't able to get because I wasn't collecting during the time. Though it is not 100% accurate as far as like even with the shield as well as with the Thanos gauntlet that it comes with as well, the burnt up gauntlet. I still think it looks great at the end of the day. But I think the one thing is troubling me now is that like I was looking at the pose that you had with your Captain America Lil, right?
Yeah.
And like now I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I'm like, all right, his shield is round, right? And if he keeps the shield in front of his face while he runs, and if a bullet hits like the top of it and it's round, the physics of it doesn't make sense because the bullet would just hit him in the forehead, wouldn't it? Okay, sorry, I'm just going off topic here, but I was just thinking, I was like, it's a movie, but I'm like, how the hell would he even be able to survive? Like the bullets wouldn't be like left or right. If it's round, it's gonna shoot him in the head. But anyway,
you realize the shield is made from a mythical.
I know, but it's like it'll bounce.
It's not a documentary, you know, Cam.
I know, but it's bouncing
that,
off something round as well. So anyway, tips the paint. Anyway, yeah, I was questioning everything right now. I was like, what the hell? Who designed this? Looks great. If the price is not, as Rich said, in this crazy amount, and we end up getting it on Sideshow, then yeah, I'll definitely pick it up for sure. I probably won't pre-order it. Well, it depends on, I guess,
if it's limited.
Yeah, if it's limited edition or not. I know, I mean, previously it was as far as when they were originally selling it. So I imagine it'd probably be the same situation. So fingers crossed we get it on Sideshow, and then I would definitely pick it up for sure though.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because it is for me, again, it's because I already have this particular version. That's why I didn't do it. I was just like, it's not something that I particularly would want. But for those who do want it, then it makes perfectly good sense. Ben, what do you think about this piece? Now, wait, actually, before we go to Ben, I just want to make sure I'm covering everything. There's no more super chats I have to do. Okay, cool. We're good. Ben, yeah, man. What do you think, bro?
I've been on an emotional roller coaster on this stream because, I started it off saying that I was going to quit Marvel and I'm out. And then, we talk about the Black Panther figure and I'm like, actually, I'm back in.
Yeah.
And then you guys tell me that this is $500 on T-Dubs and I'm out again. So, like the other guys are saying, like if this comes out at a reasonable price, then I'm definitely interested, but I'm just not willing to kind of pay those prices. I think I saw that someone said that the Iron Man was like 700 as well over there at the moment.
Are you for real?
Which is just bonkers. So yeah, like this for me is my favorite Cap uniform, and it represents my favorite film, not only of the kind of Captain America trilogy, but potentially of the MCU full stop. Like that Winter Soldier film for me was just everything. So yeah, like if I was going to get my first Cap figure, I think this would be the one that I would want. So but yeah, no 500 off.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, if it hits again, it we'll just have to see. We'll definitely have to see. And that's what I'm saying. When it starts hitting those prices, that's when I kind of like bow out. And I'm glad I'm cool with having like originals and pieces that I've had for some time. So I'm good with that, man. So again, it'd be for some people, but not everybody. For me, I think it's beautiful. And I think these photos bring it out more.
Yeah, they're a lot nicer because the suit looked really light in those original photos.
Yeah.
Like the blue was a lot more vibrant, and it didn't reflect how it actually is.
Yeah, definitely. So I do like this. This is 10 times better. But I don't know. Let me know what everybody else out there thinks. Are you getting your hands on this? I know a few people will. Next up, we have this guy right here. We have the Mark 46. Figure. I know a lot of people were, and a Mark 46 guy had his say about it. I don't think that he was actually going to go ahead and get this one because it didn't have the head sculpt, but I'm like, come on, man, let's go ahead and get it. You want it. But yeah, Cam, I'm gonna start with you first, bro. What about this piece, man? Is this something that you can see in your collection or no?
Yeah. So when I first saw it, and when I first saw a lot of these releases, I was like automatically getting it. Immediately, gotta have it, and then I found out how quote unquote exclusive a lot of these were and how the price has been jumping up and down. And I'm like, well, I mean, the 46 is super similar to the 47 I already have, you know? I mean, only difference is what paint applications. And this one is, you know, partly silver. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, if I can get it for the right price, then yeah, I would love to put this in my collection. I mean, because my wife asked me the other day, like, how many Iron Men do you really want? You know, and this kind of goes back to like, you know, I want ones that really resonate with me that are also I feel like staples in the Iron Man line as well. You know, like the 1, the 3, the 6, 50, 85, you know, and 47 was one I picked up because it was like I didn't have an Iron Man and this was a reissue and I was scared thinking like, it's gonna be gone again, you know. So I was like, oh, gotta have it, you know. But now when I look back at it, it's like, all right, I only want to select a few that I actually want to put in my collection. If not, it just becomes an Iron Man collection opposed to an MCU collection. So it probably would have been a 100% purchase if it came with a head sculpt. But at the end of the day, I probably wouldn't display the head sculpt at all, even with this figure. So I'm kind of on the fence about it, honestly. I kind of just want to really see as well, just like the Captain America, whether it'll be on Sideshow or not. So right now it's a maybe for me though.
Got you, bro. Got you. I definitely feel you on that one. Not something that me myself I'm going to dip in at well on because I don't have to. Again, and I have so many different, like, I mean, I have 2 suits that are similar to this, just a different color palette. You know what I mean? So it's just like, don't necessarily need it. It wasn't for me, but I'm happy for whoever it is going towards, you know what I mean? They'll definitely be super excited about it, but I myself don't need it. Rich, is this something that you can definitely see in your collection, bro?
I can definitely see it in my collection. I have a mate of mine, Chris, who has the battling cap from Civil War for sale, and he keeps dangling that carrot in front of me. And I'm like, oh, I haven't got the 46. I ain't got the 46. And now, a week later, this has been announced. And I love the display base. I think it looks awesome. I missed out a few weeks back of the 46 generally because I was going to get one. And it went for £350, which was so cheap. And I really missed out on it. And but this one, without echoing what Cam said, if it's released properly and it's in the States and it's at a reasonable price, I will buy it. I'm happy for it not to have an RDJ sculpt on this one. The one that he came with was just like a black eye, which is all right. But if you want him to fighting on that display base, he's not going to have his helmet off anyway. And I think it's an awesome piece. I had the 47 a while back and sold it before it got too high before they did the re-release. So I love the design of this. I think it looks incredible. I'm not happy that doesn't have the USB LEDs, which is what they've been announcing of late, and I'm assuming that was just a recent thought that they've had to do because of the Australian battery situation. But this, if like one of the guys said, Peter Pachenko said, $713 on T-dubs at the moment.
Yeah,
you could buy a Batman 89 Batmobile for that.
Exactly,
and
bro.
It's like, what the hell? So if it comes to a reasonable amount over to America, I will buy one at $300 something. If it's anything more than that, I won't. It's worth it, but it's not worth that kind of 700 money. It's just lofty. It's just silly. And I love Civil War as a film. I think there's going to be more re-releases from Civil War. I really do think that some more improvements and stuff, and that would be great to see. But hopefully that price does not echo to other markets because that would be silly. Yeah.
See, I wanted that Civil War Wanda suit. I really, really want that. You know what I mean?
I think we're in a chance with that. I think with it's one of my favorite Marvel films. Civil War is. It's just amazing. And I think it's one of the best RDJ's been acting wise and everything. It's just fantastic. And I think we could have a really nice Bucky from that as well. Having those 3 fighting on that base.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable that we're going to actually get that Bucky, bro. I think that we're going to definitely. It's inevitable. We will definitely.
And a Falcon, a nice retool Falcon as well would look awesome with that. Yeah, I'd be really.
Or a Detolf-sized giant man.
That's gonna happen. But yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Shit on my dreams like that, Rich.
Sorry. Realist.
Now I know this is another one that Mr. Focus himself is just like, nah, that's bullshit. I'm not doing that. Yo, get the hell up on out my face. Am I right, bro?
Actually, yes, you are right. Yeah. It looks great. I love Civil War. It's one of my favorite Marvel films. I agree with everything Rich just said and pretty much everyone else. I did think not including the head sculpt is a very strange move. Reissue 2.0, 3.0, whatever you want to call it. I think that was a strange move. I think maybe they're doing that to preserve the value of the original. Yeah. Someone else said that this contract with Disney is finished, and now that explains the lack of head sculpt. However, they are reissuing or 2.0ing the Mark III, and that comes with a head sculpt, so that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, I wasn't going to pick this up because I have all the Iron Mans I need, and I have with the exception of the Mark III, which I do have in pre-order. I have the representations. I think the best versions on. This is a great suit. If you think about this, the last suit before he went nanotech, because at this stage he had the nanotech helmet, but not the whole suit. No, short answer, I'm not getting this. I probably never was going to get it. And the base doesn't do anything for me. I see a lot of people saying it's amazing. It really doesn't do anything for me. I much think the Mark III base with the Ironmonger is a lot better. Or the Wolverine base from 1973. I think this is very chunk of plastic looking. But I see a lot of people saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. But it's each their own. No, it's not for me.
I think for me, gravitate, because that I had to really think about it as great as, because this is what I did, as dope as that Wolverine base was, I had to look at space, like really did. I have to look at space inside the detail for wherever I actually, so I'm just like, that's why I passed on the exclusive version of that and just went with the the special edition. I didn't want to, there was no reason for me to actually get the base itself, because I'm trying to preserve space. And that's what I'm saying, like, even for something like this, space wise, I have to take that in consideration. You know what I mean? That's why I would, definitely probably pass on. I mean, well, I'm passing on it anyway because I don't necessarily need it. But Ben, is this something that you can see in your collection, man?
No. No, just too much. The price that it is at the moment, that's silly. And I don't have an Iron Man. If I get an Iron Man, I only want one Iron Man, and that's probably going to be the Mark III that we spoke about a few weeks back. So, it's a real easy pass for me. It's not something that I'm even looking at. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, it's I like the base. I think the base is cool, and it presents really nicely and stuff. But yeah, just meh.
Yeah. Definitely not something that you need, man. So I get that. I definitely get that.
Sorry to interrupt. Yep. I think what's really cool with that base in particular is that they haven't just put Iron Man on it; they've put Civil War on it. So it gives a few more posing opportunities. We can have them two battling against each other. And it lines up with just kind of not saying I'm say Civil War. Can you hear the music?
Yeah, I can hear the music. I thought I was hallucinating.
I thought that was my really get off stage, Rich.
No, you looked really passionate, but I don't know what you were saying.
Yeah,
say it all again.
Never mind. Don't matter.
I thought it was you singing, going brick, brick, brick.
I wanted to put this in behind Rich because I was like, you know what I mean? He gets passionate about it. So you got to repeat it. Go ahead, Rich. Say it again.
So what I was saying was with that basically, because obviously the it's not just Iron Man on the plate. It says Civil War, which I think would be really good if you've got someone they're fighting in the area. So it's Cap versus Iron Man, and then you've got Bucky on there as well. I think that would look great as an all-encompassing base and as a display. I think that would look awesome. And I think them having Civil War at the bottom of it rather than just Iron Man Mark 46, it would look it's so much better. It's so much classier. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I'll stop talking.
They've done that on a few, like the Pennywise has the It logo on. I'm just looking at my Winnie the Pooh. That's got the Christopher Robin logo on. So a couple of them have that, and it looks really nice.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's a bit of class.
yeah,
like it.
So there was one other figure that was done, but I'm not going to touch on it because I'm really disgruntled about it. So I'm just not going to do it. Literally, I'm not going to do it. I know people will probably get upset with me, but I'm just not in the space to really do that right now until they actually release the figure that I want. The figure that I've been waiting on and that they took my money on, that literally if it's not shipped out tomorrow, I'm going to cancel and get my money back. Literally, I'm at this point, I'm over it. Yeah, it was, of course, that Stormtrooper shiny that was actually released. Again, not for everybody, definitely not for me. As you can actually see, again, I look at this as the same thing as I would actually see as a nanotech, you know what I mean, suit. Like, I mean, not the nanotech, but the neon tech suits that they actually released. I don't want them to kind of continue to go down this lane, and it's just going to be a crash, because it takes away from it to feel the next. It's not really special to me anymore when you know what I mean? Like when you keep doing that. So again, everybody out there, just want to touch on it real quick. Yeah, there's a Stormtrooper actually released, or it was released. I think it was an exclusive. I think that now has sold out and is going for a ridiculous price. Again, all these exclusives, it is what it is. It's a space war for everybody else. I don't necessarily need it. So again, here was your Stormtrooper. Everybody out there who actually is getting it, if you got your hands on it, I'm happy for you. I'm just really disgruntled right now because, those clone troopers, again, some people have gotten it from overseas. Other people, even that right now, if you look, it's at like what, $400, almost $500 now, like for that. Yeah. And T-Dubs, what are you doing? Like literally, what are you doing? Like, I mean, you just, it's like if you don't already have shit on your back and dirt on your name, then you're just trying to put more on it. Like, it's just like you might just wear a bag of shit around your chest, like a shit and symbol, like it's a piece of shit, like super shits. That's your name, like from now on, because like literally, like you're really painting the target on your back. You need to stop. You need to really, really stop. Like
they're in favor with PayPal now. They've started reintroducing PayPal again, so I think they've had their ban lift. So that's good.
I bought a $105 trooper during the week.
Don't you bloody come crying to me, Shane, when they don't ship it for 3 weeks.
Ben, come on now. I'll just make a video and tell everyone the truth. That's the story. Okay. Nice. I got a trooper. The Return to Jedi.
Great deal, man. It's a great deal.
That's the speeder bike. You can get.
No, not with the speeder bike. Oh. I had one last voucher left at them that I've been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
So 105 for the Scout Trooper Return to Jedi, shipped through snail mail, so I'll get it just in time for my own death. But $105 with the thing. So that's a risk I'm telling.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's a risk.
I was going to, but then I slept with an ex-girlfriend once and massively regretted it. So I'm just not doing it again.
They're the very same. Yeah, these situations are the very same.
Also $105.
Nice. That's funny.
Yo.
Sorry.
Unbelievable.
First rule about T-Dubs: you do not talk about T-Dubs. That mightn't work actually, but
it's true.
Yo, anyway.
Super shits.
I mean, look, they're good for some things, but the rest of it, like these, once they get these exclusives, I'm like, come on, man. Y'all got to stop that shit. Like,
I wouldn't roll the dice on that.
Yeah.
Like, I made, like, long story short, like, I've got a pre-order list and a wish list. And what I'm noticing is because I'm not pre-ordering that much anymore, very little, the pre-order list is getting ticked off, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
But the wish list, the ones that you want to get, that you have an order, is getting longer. And I'm like, right, I need to prioritize here. Which of these are you definitely not going to change your mind on? But the thing is, the way I collect a lot of the stuff on the list, I won't change my mind on. So I prioritized and I ordered the Mark III, the 2.0 version, the Vader, and the Toby, just the Toby without the base, through Line Rock Toys, like, and just because I wasn't going to take the risk with T-Dubs on them, you know what I mean? It's like I'd rather, and again, I still have yet to have a really bad experience with them, but I'm like, now look, for going forward, it's like I'd rather give Line Rock Toys my business because they've treated me very well. They're really, really good. They're more reputable. But I'll still look at those drop down summer sale T-Dubs deals and pick and choose. It's a risk reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I really like what you said on the video that you did, Shane, when you said about when you planned the Batman with the bat signal and you kind of basically thought this is going to be a big chunk of change. I'm going to spread that over payment plan for a longer period of time. And I thought that was really beneficial for people to put that out there of like, this is not the kind of money that we just drop straight away. That's like planning and budgeting and stuff like that. And I think more and more people need to, like with the 6 scale scavengers, talking about budgeting and talking about kind of planning because it's really important because people can get carried away. And
I'm actually on a ban right now. I have banned myself this month and next month from getting a figure until until I've sort of sorted stuff out. Like I've actually put an embargo on. So tune in next week where I'll be showing a new figure.
Do you know on that, Rich? Like, with the Lion Rock toys, like obviously again full transparency. I made a video for them with the transport trooper and how I operated was. I came to them and I was like, look, because they'd said, would you be willing to do a review if we give you cheaper figures? And I was like, well, yeah, I would, but I need to go away and find the best deal to make sure that you're actually giving me the best deal. And then they undercut that deal, so I was like, I cannot argue with that. So again, I messaged the Lion Rock Toys because like it's the guy gave me his name and everything, and it's like I'm looking for the Mark III, the Toby, and the Vader, and basically like this is the best price I found, and the best price I found was actually Toys Buying Agent. They're fantastic as well, and I said, can you beat this? And I'll do a review for each of the three. And they're like, yeah, no problem. So like, again, I don't have to share that information. I'm just being really transparent. But one of the things a lot of people are coming back to me, they're saying, oh man, I checked out Lion Rock Toys and they look really, really good, but they don't do payment plans. So I have mentioned that to them. I don't know, will they do it or not? But like the thing is, I put a deposit on those 3 figures, but I'm sure if I reached out to them going, hey, look, I have another €100. Can you like invoice me for another €100? So I can pay that off, so I can kind of do my own payment plan if you get me, like, because it's just essentially they're not a big company, they're just like a small reseller group, like, so it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with getting the Battle Damage Mark 85. There's a guy, Toys on Fire in the UK, and he gets them directly from Hong Kong, and it's $313 for a Battle Damage Mark 85. But I'm kind of like, I haven't dealt with this guy before. It's a chunk of change. I don't know. So if anyone's had an experience with those guys, let me know.
Just check it doesn't arrive burnt.
So let me ask Cam, I want to ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know we had this conversation, I think it was like last week. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you did it or not. But I wanted to ask once I pull it up here. Did you actually do what you said that you were going to do?
So I did cancel it. I canceled my order from Sideshow. I had ordered the Vision, the original suit Vision, I guess, from WandaVision. And I canceled it because I realized that I had already paid the amount, or no, I still had to pay off left over. I still had like $127 to pay off for the Vision figure. But I had already paid like an extra $100 on there. Yeah. So I went ahead and canceled my my figure, and of course I lost the NRD on there. But yeah, so I'm still waiting for them to refund it. And once I refund it, I'm just gonna go get this one. And
such a cheap deal, man. So amazing.
Yeah. So I was like, I mean, I could save $100, you know, opposed to having to pay extra $100. I mean, even if it's not that and shipping's a little more. I'm still only looking at probably like 180, I think, or 190 for the figure. So I'm like, I'll save my couple bucks and just go with this one. Hopefully.
Because they
so nervous with like the amount of deals that they're doing. Like it makes me, as a consumer, very like just like why.
It makes you confused, right?
Like,
why is this so?
And how can they do it and clearly still be making profits and you know, running their business? Where like, because surely other companies would be doing that if they could do that. So why is it only them that are able to kind of do this across the board at the moment? Like it just gives me a bit of a twitch.
I think
but
I have an idea on that. If you notice, again, I don't know if I'm right, but what I've noticed is something will go up for pre-order. I'll just use the example of the Batman Deluxe pack with the base and the signal for $515 on Sideshow. Tito's put it up for, under that. I think it's about maybe $445 or something. And in the pre-order period, they kind of beat out Sideshow a bit. Obviously, that's not taking into account the silly shipping costs. So when it does drop, typically when it drops and people are FOMOing and the Hong Kong YouTube reviewers or the Justins of the world are getting it quick and people are watching reviews and getting really excited about it, they bump the price up. Isn't that right, Lael?
Yeah, they do.
Remember you had Snowspeeder, Luke, you're about to order, and when the day it dropped, because they're capitalizing on the hype, they pump up the price, so it fluctuates. Yeah. So then what happens is they make, more than what they paid, obviously, because they bumped up the price. And then all of a sudden, when the hype dies down, it's not all figures, but like this is not a trooper and it's dropped down. You have your Taskmaster drop down. A lot of these figures they drop down then after the hype has died down, and it usually coincides with the time that Sideshow starts shipping them. So people are still kind of going over to T-dubs. You know what I mean? So that's actually taking business away from Sideshow. So it's like the FOMO. Out. You know what I mean? So I think it levels out. I do think it levels out, and I'd say they take a hit on the likes of the 127 here and stuff. Surely they have to but I'd say the ones that they sell at the FOMO when the prices are higher. Yeah. And then this will not be 127.67 all the time. A few months from now, maybe it could take 6 months, could take a year. When these are gone, you'll notice if you try to go back, T-dubs is absolutely not the way to go. You go back looking for it's long sold out. Like the Tarkin Invader. Remember that, Lael? We were looking at the Tarkin Invader 2-pad. I think it was like $1,200 on
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was like 14
pieces. They're expensive anyway. Yeah. But you probably still get them on eBay cheaper than T-dubs because they're really, really expensive. So I think that's what they're doing, but it's just based on what I see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's a chance that this is just dead stock and that they've just said, do you want this crate of Hot Toys for X amount of money? And then they bought them and then selling them really cheap. The Vision is not in massive demand. A lot of Star Wars in Asia isn't massively popular. So with the Troopers and stuff like that, I think that may be why they're so cheap across there. But it's just like, you think those profit margins, they must be really low. For this, I mean, you couldn't give a Hot Toy away. like literally, it's so cheap. If you put any kind of number on that on any of the groups or anything, I get snapped up in seconds. So
I think, sorry, go on. Sorry,
go on. No, go carry on what you're gonna say. It's okay.
I think that they make their money in 3 ways. Number one, when the FOMO kicks in, and the figure drops, they pump it up from the pre-order price, which is usually a bit better than Sideshow. They pump up that price. So because people are buying emotionally, they want first batch, they want it now, so they're willing to pay that extra money. The second one then is just like I say, those grails that are long gone, long sold out of Sideshow and they're on eBay for already high prices. They put them way even higher. And the third thing is the shipping. I do reckon DHL tells them, all right, shipping to Ireland, $50. And they go, all right, shipping to Ireland, $80. So they're definitely taking money. I do think that they're doing that as well.
£100 I paid shipping for that miles. Obviously, insane, I was, I'm not going to moan because like the miles was gifted to me and that was incredible. But like, it was still like it's surprising that shipping at the moment. And they had a sale the other day and the Juggernaut was on it. The Toys era. Yeah. And I was like, Juggernaut, it's happening, I'm gonna finally get it, and I went on there very excited and the shipping was like £150 or something, because obviously he's a big ass box, and it's they've definitely been getting a lot of traffic, I imagine, to the site recently, but how many people are actually purchasing once shipping is added and everything like that? Because I've done it about 3 times. I've gone on excited at the price and then worked it out and gone, actually I can get that on eBay at the same price.
That's why you really do have to factor in not just the price of the item, but the shipping charges for that company, and if it's a company that marks down values or not, so you don't get stung with customs. I that's why the whole no loyalty thing. It was because I just buy from different companies at different times. It's all a case by case basis. You know what I mean? So it's
that's the truth, bro. And here's the thing, like I'm looking at this vision. So we're talking about like right now how it's not really a popular figure. So of course they're marking these things down right now. I'm just going to tell everybody out there, when you look at this price, even if you think it's not important, it's something that you want, just remember that WandaVision, that figure is going to be dropping soon. When that drops, this figure is going to go up in price quick. Like literally. Take advantage of this while you can. Even if it's something that you thought about was you were going to get, but you were on the fence, get it now, because I'm telling you, companies like TW and Toys One, they will mark this thing up. You'll probably see it for like a good 400 or 300. You know, literally, they'll probably try to do some shit like that because they're sneaky. And I'm just going to call them out. Being some sneaky shit, they'll do something like that. As soon as that WandaVision drops, they know that people are going to want to go back and get the Vision. They sort of slightly did that with Gwen because it was at a sale price, but now they marked it up to like what, 200 and something right now for them on TW. So again, if you want it and you see it as a deal, that's only if you want it. I don't want to, if you don't want to get it, don't get it. You know, I wouldn't even, if it's not something that you don't, because you don't necessarily have to get it. You can just get the Wanda if you want that. But if you are thinking about completing that IP and you want this Vision, I would take advantage of something like this. Now, the thing is, I unfortunately got mine through Sideshow and I got it at retail price. So again, and then I saw this and I'm like, oh, damn. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is a space for people to actually go ahead and get a deal if you want to get it. But I definitely agree with everything that everybody is saying on the panel, man. Like it is, collecting right now has become a real tricky situation, bro. It is. It's tricky because even though we see this price at $127.67, depending on whatever shipping cost is and whatever you choose, you're going to be paying a decent amount. So yeah, there's still some fuckers to me. I'm sorry. There's still some fuckery going on, and I'm just gonna call it out. But again, it's fuckery with and like you said, Shane, there is no type of loyalty to any company. It's that who's going to give you the best deal at the end of the day. That's it.
Also like I'm different. I'd rather pay more for service and security. Mm-hmm. And I am I recently got burnt by Toys Wonderland, and that's it now. I'm done. Because for me, it's more about experience. And even if I do have to pay a lot extra, like I'm just going to have to do that now because I'm just not putting myself through that experience again. But it's a lottery, isn't it? You know, that's just sometimes you go to McDonald's and someone spits in your onion rings. Like, so it doesn't happen to everyone.
You got burnt. Did you not get the figure?
Shane, that's not the point. All right.
Come on, man. Come on, like come on. You still got the figure, but
it was about the, they say in customer service, don't they, stress and inconvenience, and that's exactly the experience I had, stress and inconvenience. Through kind of poor communication and emails and through delays. So. Of course I got it, but it was just about that process and that experience in between. But as you say, if you're kind of resigned to that, going, I'll get it when I get it, I'll get it, slow post and save on all that shipping, because that's the other thing as well. I opted for that expensive shipping. That was my choice. If I had gone, I could have gone for the option that was just £20 or whatever. But then again, your expectations are kind of, keep your expectations in check, basically.
Temper those expectations.
Because when they email me and they go later batch due to ship end of September, I go November it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one thing you did that you said that I was like, that is a very good point, where you're paying X amount for this DHL shipping or whatever, but yet it's not 3 to 5 days. You have to wait 15 days. That's not what you paid for. That's a very valid point. So when I ordered that Scout Trooper, I saw the DHL one. I was like, I usually click the kind of, not the super fast one, the first DHL. And I was like, there's no point in me checking this because it's cost more than snail mail. And I'm not going to get it in that time. So I was like, it's a fair point, Ben. So I clicked the snail mail one. Do you know?
Yeah.
And they have since, like, I was having a peruse on there the other day, just keeping.
Oh, you're back again, are we?
The deals are so bloody good. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
But the day you do, strong. I'll go. Ran away from home, did you?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, I was just looking around, just window shopping. That was all I was doing. And a little notification came up that said we are experiencing delays of up to 7 working days at the moment. So that wasn't there when I kind of had my issues. So it's like if that was there, then my expectations would have been tempered, and I would have gone into that experience with a completely kind of different head on me. So, yeah,
slow learners.
That's the
valid point on the DHL, Ben. Valid point. Yeah.
Deal seeking.
I want it but I mean, when we talk about these deals, I call them the cam. Here's the thing, I've now labeled them all cam deals. That's what I name them because Cam will find. I label them cam deals because. If you're looking here, like you said, I mean the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi 1/6 scale Scout Trooper sold quick. They got and was it a decent deal. We still have this one sitting here for $127.60. I can actually get this thing for free and just have to pay shipping if I wanted to because I have points to do it. I just haven't done it yet.
Address.
Right. But if you look at it, there are even like for instance, this is what I wanted to bring up as well. This Iron Man or the toys, the Spider-Man Maximum Venomized suit is at $278.60 right now for them, with them. You know what I mean? So again, my point is one of the biggest gripes that I have with them right now is the simple fact that if I pay for DHL shipping, which if I pay for 3 to 5 days, I know I'm not getting 3 to 5 days. So why advertise that? Like why?
Maybe like 7 to 8, maybe.
Like 7 to 8 days, maybe, depending if it's good.
If you go to DHL and check if DHL has it, then you get it on the 8th day. It's like
exactly.
It's just basic psychology as well, isn't it? Like if you tell someone over what they're expecting and then it comes out early, that makes them happier, So just
yeah. I mean, putting out that now, letting people know that it's going to take 7 days. That disclaimer, okay. Here's the one thing I can actually say though. At least they did that. Unlike other companies that I know that take your money and you're sitting on your figure for weeks, possibly months. I'm just saying. It's true. I'm just saying. And that company knows who they are. I'm not even going to name you. And I think everybody else out there knows who they are. Because right now I'm pissed. I'm literally pissed. You have $600 of my money right now and haven't sent my figures, so I'm just going to keep.
Well, I had the same experience with that company, and I've got the DX19 on its way. It's been paid off for nearly 2 weeks now, and was being marked for shipping. I had to email them, and they said to me, "Look, sorry, we've made a mistake. We didn't get in contact with the courier. We'll send it out tomorrow." And I went, "All right, okay. Can you do something about it then?" For the inconvenience, because I was expecting it ASAP, and they said, here's a $25 voucher. So I'm like, I'm happy with that because it's extra $25, obviously towards something else on their website, but it was just, I thought it was a nice little touch. So I would say kick up a fuss, Leal, and maybe get a couple of extra vouchers for your account.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna definitely do that tomorrow.
You should email them and say, in Anchorman, I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. And then, I'm telling you, do that.
They're going to say, Leo, you ain't shit. They're going to say, Leo, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You a nobody. And I'll take that. Just give me more $25 voucher.
That zombie hunt is so cheap. Yeah. That Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is, but it's sold out. But here's the thing, though. They marked it that way, but when you looked, it was still on pre-order, so it was the second batch pricing.
Okay.
Because the Troopers are a second batch as well. They're not due till September, are they? Yeah.
And it's probably going to be October, like.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm living in the real world.
It's probably going to be October. I'm just going to put it out there. Man, anyway, guys, everybody out there, this was a great discussion today. It's been a great day. Everybody out there, I'm so happy that you donated towards a good cause. Then again, like I said, just keep in mind, this is going to be ongoing until mid-October. This is the Halloween initiative. Me and Toy have been working on this diligently. So I think for all the donations, again, also Shane, thank you for reminding about the how we can actually keep track of all the donations. I did write them down anyway, but still, I'll go back and make sure. So thank you so much for everybody who did donate. It will go towards a good cause. And then, like I said, I'm going to create a banner here as well for the show that it have a list of names of people who actually donated. So at the end of each show, you'll know who's donated and, who's just, again, supported the channel from day one. I thank you guys and everybody out there who have subscribed to the channel and got us to that 3K. Thank you very much for that. But again, the journey is still going on. We're on our way to 4K now. But at the same time, I want to make sure that everybody recognizes these gentlemen on the actual show here that have put the hard yards in, that continue to give you great content. Again, make sure you subscribe to everybody on this. I mean, just do it now. Just subscribe to everybody that you see on this panel and make sure that you're supporting the great content. So I definitely appreciate that. Ben, what you got coming up on your channel, bro?
So I'm going to be back doing live streams again, like a YouTube crack addict. I'm back. And this will be a new series called Intranale, where I'll go live for the introductory episode of a brand new series, and then I'll come back for the finale episode of that series.
Yeah.
So She-Hulk is obviously out on Thursday. So I will be going live next Monday the 22nd, to discuss the first episode and our kind of hopes for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back for the finale. And then the same with Andor, like when that comes out, we'll discuss the first 3 episodes, I think, drop for that. So I'm excited to do those again. I've literally just ordered a cow nose for a costume that will be involved with that She-Hulk show. I had to negotiate, right, on eBay for a cow nose. I feel like that's the weirdest thing I've ever negotiated on eBay. But so stay tuned, because obviously I'll be in silly costumes, and there'll be videos and games and stuff like that along the way, as there usually is on my channel. That's pretty much it. That's me.
So Pop Culture Living Room, he doesn't know this. I'm just saying it right now. That's my guy from Philadelphia. He's going to be on next week's show. So he'll be on next Sunday's show. He'll also be on Collectors Lounge this Wednesday. I mean, not Collectors Lounge. Say What on Wednesday. So he didn't know that. I just told him. So he has no choice. So sorry. Pop Culture Living Room, you will be on next Sunday, and on Say What on Wednesday. So I hope you're ready, and you can't say no now. So sorry about that. But Ben, again, if you haven't already, follow Attention Seeking Geek on IG and YouTube. Best, great content. I mean, just the dedication to like making sure that you capture and recreate the characters in your own likeness. That's incredible, bro. Like that shit right there is worth the price of admission. So definitely thank you for doing that, man, and doing that for everybody. Remember, get over there and follow him now. Rich, what you got going on, man? What you got coming up, bro?
Well, on Tuesday, every single person on this panel at the moment will be joining me for the first ever of my first ever live streams. So you'll have to bear with me, of Film Club. So we're going to be talking about some classic films, randomly generated films. So there might be some absolute garbage ones, but we're going to literally say, okay, we're going to watch this film.
Yes.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about experience of last time we saw it, how we view it differently. Bit of trivia. I do a little bit of research. And this one is going to be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. Eastern. And I don't know what it'll be in the West, but I don't know. You have to figure it out. So it's going to be about Batman 1989. And I cannot wait, because we're going to have such a laugh. I'm going to put some clips in there, and I've got loads of trivia. I've been doing loads of research on it. It's a film very close to my heart. Me and Shane have been talking about doing one on Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Again,
which I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick yet.
Man, you will love it. You will.
I haven't seen Top Gun, the first one.
I've not seen it, the first either.
It's out on iTunes, the second one, in a couple of weeks. So I'll try and time it around then, so everyone can try and watch it, and then the following week we'll talk about it. And it's just to get the panel and the live chats talking about it as well, their experiences, their favorite scenes, etc. slightly different away from collecting, but it's all within the collecting community, talking about something different rather than just the releases. So I thought it'd be really nice for us to go back to the source material on some of it and fall in love again with film. So that's
hell yeah. Let's go. Definitely, let's do that, man. So appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you for that. And if you haven't already, Reviews with Rich on IG, YouTube, make sure you head on over there and subscribe to my guy. Next up, we got Cam. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me here as I turn into a light, bright, crisp chip in the sun. Yeah, man, super excited to be here. Thank you again. Been a great panel with you guys. So I'll be on with Rich on Tuesday, and then I'll be on with you on Wednesday for What. And then I'm gonna try to drop some new content this week. Hopefully some more reissues. Come on, keep them coming, Hot Toys. Hopefully they'll come out this week, and I'll have some more to talk about on the new this week, man. So yeah, but thank you for having me, bro. I'm at about 231 right now. I'm trying to get to 250 within the next week and a half. That's going to be my newest goal. So
it's 120 people in here right now. Head over there and subscribe right now to my man Cam's channel. It's easy. Just do it. You know you want to. Just do it. Come on. It's Cam's Collection, IG, YouTube. Let's do it. Let's go. My man, the one and only 16-figure Focus. What do you got going on?
What do I have going on? Thank you for having me again as usual. It's just a great part of the week. I had Posing with Peter on the channel there. I think it was like 2 nights ago, and he's just a really, really nice guy and really, really interested on an episode of Vision. So maybe if you haven't checked that out, definitely consider it. It's he's just an absolute gentleman. He's very, very humble, and the guy's an artist. Let's be honest. Like he's just cool.
He is. Yes,
so really enjoyed that one. Had 2 members of the 6 Scale Scavengers separately on another episodes of Vision. I think it was episode 20 and 22. Chris Leddy and Brian Fontaine. Just today now, just after this, about half an hour's time, we've got S-Beam for the next episode of Visions. So
Beam.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do that as good as you, though. I'm not going to do it at all. But yeah, I'm going to be chatting with Stephen. Like I don't think I've only have streamed him once or twice, maybe I think. But really looking forward to that, and obviously Reviews at Rich tomorrow. And then I actually, sorry, just before I forget, I've got Nick's Collectibles, the guy who did your logo.
Yeah, Nick, my man,
joining me next Saturday on an episode of Visions. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to check out my channel, it's on YouTube at 16-Figure Focus. If you like the content, maybe give it a sub. If you don't give it a sub. And I do 16 scale photography on Instagram, so it's at 16-Figure Focus. So thanks very much. Appreciate watching.
You know how Shane always says, don't sub if you don't like the content. I don't care if you don't like my content. Please subscribe.
Sub. Make sure y'all sub, man. Come on and sub. If you haven't already, become a member of the 16 Scale, man. YouTube channel, great content, the best of 16 Scale collectibles and anything and everything pop culture as always. And plus these guys, I mean, my brothers, man, make sure that you've actually done that. Again, thanks to everybody who's actually become a member and, have been supporting the show from day one. I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It's been a journey on getting here, and we got here. That's basically where it's at, and we're going to continue to grow. And again, I can't say enough, thank you guys for being a big support. And just coming through and doing what it do. Also, I do want to shout out everybody again. 3,000 subscribers, as you see, Nick Collectibles right here, my man who actually did this logo for me. Shout out to him. Cool. So thank you for that. Again, we'll be back here next Sunday. Great content as always. Everybody out there, get outside, enjoy your Sunday, man, because I guess it's a hot one out there. It's blazing. I'm about to go out here and enjoy mine. I'm gonna get my workout on, go to the gym, relax a little bit, read some comics, probably do some stuff like that. But man, thank you guys for basically being here and being part of the show. Again, we can't do it without you. But be kind. Again, we'll have this initiative. The Halloween initiative is going to be running up until October. So definitely thank you for that. And again, I'll be announcing it. We'll have a banner up. We'll have, more dedicated towards that, going forward. But again, thank you always. But again, Be kind, everybody. Be safe this weekend. We love y'all. Let's go.